So how are we going to approach this? So we have here the menu. We're going to inspect it. Okay, it's medium 14. Then the color is white. White if it's active, and then if it's not active, it's the 9197B3, which is I think the menu text color. And then we are going also to add icons. So we are going to alter first thing that we're going to do is alter our markup so that we can accommodate with the components that we see there. I'm going to remove this one. I'm just going to work on single item. You call this menu item. And then we're going to replicate that when we are done with the overall markup. So we just have to make it like this way. We can include it. Okay, the icon can be included inside the href. Yeah, because we want the whole thing to be clickable. The whole thing will be clickable. The whole menu, which corresponds to the anchor tag. Okay, even this one. We're just going to separate this. We're just going to separate this. Kaya itong tinatawag na, ang pangalan niyan, what do you call this? Submenu. If you're going to click that, it's going to collapse the submenu under the customer menu. Yan yung purpose niyan. Pero it's not basically functional here. Hindi natin matatry yan dito. But if you will have the time later on, then we can do that. Building the submenu. So, judging from this, I'm just going to make these two things. I'm just going to make these two things part of the LI. And then at the latter end, I'm just going to make this one separate link. This will be a separate link or just a button. That will just be a button. That can be activated using JavaScript, or it could be responded by JavaScript event listener later on. But what I want to demonstrate basically is three things and then arrange them like this way. So what I will do, okay. I'm basically thinking, how should I approach this? Whether to include the icon in the link or not. If I'm going to click the whole thing, it should respond. But the whole thing covers also this one. The way I judge it, we cannot basically only put this in an anchor tag. We will just listen to the click of the whole thing via JavaScript. The difference between making that an anchor tag, versus just a pure container is that when it's just a pure container, it will require me to add JavaScript event listener on the click of that. Pero kapag naka-anchor link lang siya, you don't need a JavaScript, it will be activated. It's just going to go to the page where the anchor href is pointing to. Now, when I'm thinking, as I'm thinking this, we have the whole thing that should be clickable, and we have this specific thing here, which has a different or separate event listener on that, separate from this one. So I cannot basically put that in a single link. If I'm going to click this one or wherever area within this bound box, it's going to react to the anchor link. So how am I going to do that? I'm just going to remove the anchor link and then create three sub-element inside the LI for the icon, for the label, and then for the sub-menu what do you call that? Sub-menu button. So ito ang gagawin ko. I'm going to alter this one. So I'm doing this. I'm demonstrating this so that you can also do that on your own later on. So I'm just going to remove that anchor tag there. Okay. And then I'm going to have number 1 for the icon. This will be for the icon. We can make use of SVG. Some of you are using SVG from Google already, but you don't need to do that. On Figma, you can basically export these icons, okay? You can export them as SVG. Let me try with dashboard. Let me try with dashboard. On the sidebar, you will see export there. You can pick from PNG, JPG, SVG, PDF. PNG will have, it's just an image with transparent background, but you cannot recolor it via code. JPG, it has a solid background. So if that is like that, then the background will just be solid white. It's not good, especially when your icon is placed on a darker, not white, non-white background. SVG, scalable vector graphics. This is a code format of the image wherein you can alter the stroke color and so on, whatever properties of that image via CSS or via JavaScript. Okay? So we're just going to basically do the SVG. Okay? SVG na picture, pwede natin yang mapalit-palitan. I'm going to export that, or to make this quick, I can multi-select it. Bakit iba na yung kulay niya? May nagbago ng kulay, wala. I'm going to select that. This one. I'm just pressing shift here to multi-select objects. Okay? And then I'm going to go in the export 6 layers. And I'm not sure if this is SVG. Let me delete all these things. Next week, I won't be around. I'm just going to give you the time to work on your project. Oo. Wala naman. I think ang ginawa nito is doon one. You can load it on a browser and this is just one picture. Isang picture lang siya. Nasaan yung iba? I exported 6 items. Export 6 layer. Isa lang talaga. Ang gawin ko na lang, isa na lang muna, and then later on, we can just do the same process. So what I will do, I'm going to extract the code of that image and put it directly in the HTML file. Ang gagawin natin. So, I'll go to the file. Okay. Then, open it with a text editor other than VS Code. Just use Notepad. Mamit lang kayo ng Notepad. Pick Notepad, and it's going to reveal to you the code of that image because it's an SVG. That's basically the code of it. Okay, I'm just going to copy this one. Copy. Did I demonstrate this to you yesterday? No. No? Okay, what I will do is I'm just going to paste it directly like this one. This will be the SVG. As you can see, it's very long code, but just let it so. We'll also have this span. This span will be the label. And then another span will be which is optional for other menu item. The span will be how much? Span how much? I'm just going to use this one. I think that's just fine, or I can just, nagbabago rin ba yung kulay niya? Yeah, nagbabago rin ba? I'm just going to use, how does this differ with the angle bracket text? I think it's better that we use this one. I'm just going to figure it out later on kung alin yung mas maganda. Kung pangit yung text style na ganon, sipit tibilit. Okay. And then we're just going to use the SVG. Okay. So I'm just going to use this one. Save it and try what happens. So we see it like that one already. I think it's just fine. Okay lang siya. Now, my goal now is make these three things align in this manner. Okay, we can use what you can use? We can use flex. Now we will use flex grow later on so that we can make the size of the product label expand, or yeah, span this whole width, and it's going to suspend or place this icon toward the end. That's our goal. But before that, I'm going to determine the padding of this menu item. How are you going to determine the padding? You highlight on the whole thing and then press Alt. It's 11. The padding is 11. It's 11 top bottom, 11 left, and 11. 8 yung left. I think we just have to make it 11. Uniform 11. Okay? So, gagawin natin yan. So, how are we going to select this thing? LI. We are looking for the LI. Now, what I will do is, I'm going to remove this now. I'm going to remove this now because that's no longer relevant. This will just be LI. Okay? Then, that's just it. Okay, save. Now we're going to make this. Ang pangalan nito, what is the name of that? What is this single element? It's a LI, the whole thing. How are we going to target this LI? Can you give me the selector for the LI? I'm going to target every individual LI, Mr. Ortega. How am I going to select that element? Can you give me a combination of selectors so I can specifically target those LI within that UL under the dev class menu? Can you try? Specific. Now, before I let you answer, if I'm just going to make it, I think I have already there. I have it already there. Okay, this one. Now, it's important for you to understand that I cannot just make use of LI because that's less or least specific. I might target other LI located in different location ng page. Now, I want it to be specific. I have to reference even the parent or grandparent, whatever. So what we do here is I'm referencing that menu, and then the child, not grandchild, great grandchild, whatever, the child UL and all their LI. I can even do like this one. I have changed the color to this one. This time I'm gonna make the padding. The padding basically is not a variable, so we do not have to place the size of the padding in a variable. We only place property values into variables like colors. Yeah, only colors. Typically, the sizes, we do not typically make them variable unless we're going to change the overall layout. Okay? Wherein even the width, sizes, distances will be affected. Okay? So, what I will do is I'm just going to set the padding. I'm just going to make 11 pixels fixed. Like that one. And you will see the effect of that. It's going to make the whole thing bigger. Now, I'm going to align these three things. We are going to use display flex. Okay? Save. As you can see, it's automatically aligned. But I'm going to set the justify content to make them align at the horizontal axis or the main axis, I want them to align at the same level. I'm going to use justify content and its sender. Okay. No, I think it should not be that. Should that be? Or I think it's the horizontal. It should be the align content. Align items, align contents. The one. Center. Okay. Now I'm going to set a flex. I'm going to set a flex grow to the dashboard, so it's going to occupy the whole thing. I want it to occupy the whole thing. So how am I going to do that? I can use flex grow on that. So I have to target the second span. This one. I'm going to target the second span, which is this one, or the span or the second child. How can I target that without using class? Can you give me the selector for that? I will target this and set its flex grow to 1 so that it can use all the spaces in that, the remaining spaces that is not taken up by the logo or the icon and then the angle bracket. How can I, Mr. Ortega, I'm going to give you a chance to answer already. How can I target this? How can I target that in the CSS? This one. The parent is basically this. I give you hint. This is the parent already. Now I want to target the second child. Isn't it? We have a pseudo selector pertaining to the first, second child. Yeah? Do you still remember? How is that? So I'm just going to put in here already UL and then LI. And then what is the pseudo selector that I can use? And this is basically a pseudo selector. I think it's, what do you call this? Ang tawag dito, hindi siya pseudo. It's a pseudo class. Okay, it's a pseudo class. It's just a pseudo class. The same thing as with the double colon. Out. The second, have you found the answer? Okay. You know, Mr. Lano. Second child, like that one. Do we have second child? Okay, it should be and child. Then it should be 2 because it's one index per one index in the 0. Now I'm going to target that. I'm going to set the flex grow to 1. See what will happen. I don't know if this will take effect already. There you go. Nag-effect na. What did this do? It occupied all remaining space. Okay. Parang si 1FRC grid template column ang effect niya. Okay? I already discussed about that pero hindi lang natin siya natalakay. Now, I want this to have a space between them. We can use the gap or I can just add a margin, a left margin to that, or right margin to that. So I can target the SVG by using menu, UL, and then LI, and then SVG. By the way, this angle bracket here, that's not necessary. Angle bracket just signify I want the child UL of menu, the LI child of UL, and then the SVG child of LI. It's not going to target grandchild, great grandchild. It's only going to target the immediate children. Okay, the first level child. That's the purpose of that angle bracket. And I can set the margin right. The margin right, we can identify it by clicking on this one and press Alt and then click on the adjacent element that we want to get its distance relative to. So it's basically, that's 14. Okay, it's 14. So the margin right should be 14 px. I'm going to watch what will happen. Margin right. Save. As you can see, it's already made that way. Now we just have to change the color. So the color should be not secondary, but it should be the menu. It should be the menu text color. Let me just add the menu text color in there. The menu text color is 9197B3. Okay, let me add here. Menu text hashtag 9197B3. Is this tama ba? 7B3. Yeah, 7B3. And I'm going to apply that to the LI text color. This one. Menu text. Save. So you will see. There you go. Now, our problem now is to add the hover style. Okay? Hover style or what? Hover style or the active? Okay. Let's work on the active. Okay, what will happen if the LI is active? So what do you call this? What is the selector for the hover effect? Anyone from the class? I can also have to change the SVG size. Okay, to be safe. I think this is 37. No, that's 24. Okay, so width is 24 px. Height is also 24 px. Okay, and then I want to work on the hover effect. I'm going to make them with the accent color, this one, and then make the text color to white. Even the SVG stroke, I'm going to make it white. How do we target that? We can target it using the which pseudocode? Sudo selector. Anyone from the class? So I'm going to target menu ul li. The pseudocode is hover. Okay, let's change this background color. The background color when I hover it will be the accent color. If I have it here already, yeah, it's accent. Accent basically it's used to highlight. This is the 10% 10% color. Okay, 10% color. That's bar, and then accent. And then I'm going to change the color. Color will be white. White is our primary. You can remember it. Okay. And then what else? I want to target also the SVG. I want to change the stroke color. As you can see, to get the stroke color, I have to refer to SVG path or SVG. Every path, I'm going to change the stroke of them. So since every path, there are so many paths in there, I'm just going to use the asterisk. So this is how you can do it. So that menu UL LI, when I hover that, and I'm going to also target the SVG, every path inside it, that's the asterisk, because as you can see, the immediate children of the SVG are path. Okay, I'm going to target them, then I can change the stroke color to bar primary. Save. It's basically targeting the LI. But what it does is, it's the LI thing. Yung LI yung kanyang tignan natin, may mali doon sa kon natin. Menu ULLI. Menu ULLI. Menu UL, LI. We were able to work on this one. This is basically the label. Yun nga lang, pag nag-hover tayo, wait lang, may tumatawag.